been detained.
He has been detained. As a matter of fact, there's nothing about it. He's been detained. So for what reason? Nothing.
You don't know. But what it means is that he's spending the night at the police custody.
That is the basic fact.
Has he written the statement?
He has.
Has he been charged?
He has not been charged. He has not been charged.
You don't think that he should be in detention as of this night?
Governor, if Stoneboy pulled a gun, you can imagine a news headline. Stoneboy pulled a gun, Shatta Wale arrested. I don't know what the content of this particular...
But both of them have been detained. That is the information. I mean, if Shatta has been detained, Stoneboy equally has been detained. That is the information we get.
Well, so is it legal from what we all saw last night?
Okay.
Is it legal, as we stand here, for Shatta to be detained alongside Stoneboy based on the facts that he has turned out to the police?
So that's your word against the word of the police.
Well, I don't know. Well, I told them, Gwen Blanca, they put the first one on us.
Okay.
Me as the father.
Your lawyers were here. What are your lawyers saying about the detention?
Well, we will certainly take the matter up after we...
Yeah, for the Accra Regional Police Headquarters there. Right now, they carry Stoneboy, then Shatta Wale come here. I don't know what be the problem do, but it could be the result of Yedi in chaos will happen. No? The number of people here be like critical, it be serious. So we hope say like people go be safe, then things for happen, make people know what they happen.
Ray Rock on it. Ray Rock on it. Ray Rock on it. Ray Rock on it.
Musicians and my colleague Kamala Kluche was there. He spoke with Issa Moni on News 360.
What I can confirm is that one is here. Shatta Wale is here. He is the one that I have some evidence that he is here. I've seen the father. I have seen his guys around. So that is indicative of the fact that he is being held here. I'm not too sure if Stoneboy is here. There's not been any word from the police. As a matter of fact, I mean, it's even a bit difficult for us to even get much details on this. They are not speaking to it. They will not let us even take pictures whatsoever. There's some, so to speak, they are denying the media from getting access to them as they are in there. We do understand that he's not too happy about some of the media reports that are going on, and that because of that, he does not want to put down his statement whatsoever. This is a report that has come in from his boys who came wanting to talk as in not to film him or do a story on him. But as it is now, I can confirm actually that he's here.
Right, Komla, you've told us that some of their supporters are around. What are you gathering? Are they still proud of what happened on the stage last night, or they are expressing regrets?
The point is, none of them speaking at all. I mean, the few boys around him who we know have not spoken at all to the media. Even he himself has not spoken. There's not been any statement at all from him. We only gather that he was invited by he got here somewhere around 5 p.m. He is here together with the father, and then some of the boys around him. I'm not too sure their designation and who they are and all that, but they've not spoken. They've not made any word whatsoever. It is as it stands. We can also not confirm whether he has put down a statement or not. But from what his boys came out to tell the media a while ago, we are not. He is not writing his statement because he feels that there's too much media hype of the whole thing here. Isn't the police? I can tell you. I mean, he is at the CID charge office. He's inside the office of the CID charge office, but the media is not being allowed. This is from the police. They are not allowing us to even film him or even take shots of anything whatsoever. Not at all.
All right, we're going to be staying a while longer on this subject. It's one of the developing stories for the day. On Skype now is Executive Director of the Africa Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism, Emmanuel Coutin, to help us assess exactly what happened in the wee hours of the VGM Awards, wee hours of today. Good evening to you, Mr. Coutin, for your time, and thank you very much. So what's your own analysis of what happened yesterday?
Well, thank you for having me, and very good evening to your viewers. In fact, there are three things here, or if you like, four things. I think the security protocol at the event was not properly looked at. If you look at the public awareness we've been raising over the past few days, reference possible terrorist attack in this country, and the gun licensing regime. I think licensing a gun is not just a matter of having money to buy a gun. You need to look at the psychological status of the person buying the gun, and oftentimes even some form of training on how to handle that weapon. The other aspect had to do with the uncharacteristic nature of one of the opponents going on stage to congratulate a very famous rival. I don't know if that is best practice, and why the security looked on and didn't do anything about it. And what have you, Bridge? Yes, if you look at the video you just showed, after receiving the award, I think he was just about to speak. Someone whispered to him there was some commotion upcoming, and then he reacted. I might say brandishing a gun in such a manner was very unfortunate. But who can blame him? If he felt threatened, why not? Because the gun is licensed.
But some have also asked, why would you take a gun to an award ceremony? He suggested that Shatta Wale's actions were premeditated. The argument then also is that was his action also not premeditated to have gone to an event with a gun?
That was my earlier question I raised. What was the security protocols in place? Given what we've been talking about, why would the security even allow him to bring the gun to an event of that nature? And I also read something on Shatta Wale's page, which I found very, very worrying, when he referred to Stonebwoy as an arrogant cripple. I think statements like this should not come from somebody who falls on endorsement of products in this country and profit from sale. If it was a proper functioning democracy and elsewhere, many of the companies that endorse Shatta Wale would have been pulling up, because this is an attack on the disabled. And I think that it is very unfortunate comment to be coming from somebody like Shatta Wale. And you see, there's a growing trend. These are role models for our youth. And I ask myself, if indeed this is what the youth of today are looking up to, then what future lies for this country?
Thank you, Mr. Coutin. Before we just go ahead to what the police must do, in the last 5 to 10 years, we've seen a growing incidence of, musicians growing their support base, especially in the dancehall area. We've seen BIM Nation, we've seen Sarkodie, we've seen Shatta Wale. They have such huge following. And it appears that these followings are gradually, rising to become that of vigilantism. I mean, we talk about vigilantism in the country, and, you see what happened yesterday. Should we begin to get worried, especially in the music area?
Yes, if you look at elsewhere, where gangsterism in music has been one of the challenges for especially Black Americans and other Black people from other heritage in the West, I don't think that it is good for us to allow it to fester here. We copy blindly, and I'm just wondering why the youth are also chartering that course. They are very beautiful musicians and very beautiful music, but unfortunately, the media happy with that kind of music. The media likes sensational reportage, and that is why this trend is growing, and you see this divisiveness and, if you like, the gangsterism in the music industry in Ghana today.